Guys, this is my episode 1 review for Miss Bernard Said. Now, I watched the first episode, and I was a little bit excited for this anime. Now, all the big shows that are coming out that most people are excited for, that I too am also excited for, aren't out yet, so obviously I can't do first episode reviews of that yet. But I can do first episodes of Miss Bernard Said, and it is exactly what I thought it was going to be, like I said, and at the same time, it is nothing like what I thought it was going to be. First of all, what did I think it was going to be that it ended up actually being? It's based off of a manga by the same name that is actually a gag manga that it kind of inserts a lot of literary references and stuff because the main character really loves books. Now, here's her quirk. She loves books, but she hates reading. That's the stick. It really kind of shows you that in anime, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing, sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's not a bad thing, but this really shows you that in anime, they really will make anything. Like, anything. Now, what I wasn't expecting is this isn't a full-on series, and it's one of those shows where it's only a few minutes long. Every episode's only a few minutes long. You know the type of shows that I'm talking about, like Strange Plus was a show like that. Tonari no Sekai-kun, it was like that. So, you know the type of show that I'm talking about. It's one of those shows. Now, doing an episode 1 review of this is kind of hard because there's really not a lot of content to base my impressions off of. There are 4 main characters from the looks of it, but we really only got to know these 3 main characters so far. The girl with the glasses, we haven't really gotten a chance to talk with yet. Now, the source of this show's comedy is going to probably come from a level of exaggeration within the characters, and on top of that, it's probably going to come off of, well, our main character's quirk, where she loves books, but she hates reading. And lastly, a lot of exaggerative artwork in order to express the comedic elements of this show. Other than that, I can't really see where this show is going to go. I love the fact that it does quote literature, like it quotes books and, you know, references to authors like Charles Dickens and stuff, and it is kind of funny if you do enjoy reading, or at least you're kind of a literary buff like me. I am a writer, so that's kind of probably why this one's going to stick with me. I can tell you right away off of the little bit that I saw, I watched the episode twice, this is not for general audiences, and like I said, I'm going to refer back to how I said, man, really kind of anything can get made in anime, because I don't know really who this was made for, especially since most people don't read anymore. So, it's kind of hilarious. I can tell you this much, I am going to keep watching it. I don't know if it would be worth making an episode review for every single episode. Hell, even as I'm recording this episode review, I'm kind of just like, this kind of just feels pointless. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's going to watch this show and really like it and want somebody to talk about it. And since I do have a vested interest in it, that's pretty much why I'm talking about it, even though there's really not much to talk about at this point. You know, the references are cool. Now, even if you're an anime fan so far from the first episode, a lot of literature has been referenced, but they also referenced Evangelion and Hideaki Anno, so, you know, maybe there will still be something for just the general anime fan, but that's just kind of hard to see at this point. It really just boils down to, I can tell the comedic aspect is going to be knee-deep in literary references and exaggerative artwork. That's the best I think this show is going to have to offer. If you want to watch it, you can still check it out on Crunchyroll. I will leave a link to the first episode. I don't know if it is out yet for non-registered viewers, because the episode's new. But still, if you're interested at all in that premise, check it out. There's just something funny about the irony of her loving books and then, you know, at the same time, not liking to read. And there's also another female character that hates our main female character, who loves reading and loves books and loves both, and hates this girl for not actually reading but claiming to love books. You know, you can tell that's where a lot of the comedy is going to come from. So if you enjoyed this episode of this review of this episode of this show, then why not click like and click survive. Click survive. Anyways, this has been AnimeQuest, and I will see you guys on the next quest for anime. Man, this video really feels pointless, but whatever.